Okay, so to simplify this type of expressions, okay, we are just using the laws of indexes that we learned in junior forms. But in junior forms, the indexes must be integers. Okay, it is either positive integers, negative integers, or zero integers. Okay, but in form 4 onwards, then the index may be fractions. Okay, fractional index. And actually, if you see the third forms, the root symbols in the questions, you just remember that the root symbols are not convenient for us to do calculations. We cannot apply the laws of indexes on those third forms, those root symbols. We have to change the root symbols to be fractional index before we can do calculations on the indexes. Okay, so just like example 4, okay, sorry, let's see. Example 4. Question asks you to simplify this expression and express the answer with positive indexes. OK， 咁又係啦，即係好似其實條題目咧，就好似我哋即係做開嘅嗰隻 section A1， 通常第一題或者第二題咁樣啦，係嘛 ？OK， 不過今次咧我有啲根號，開方根號喺度嘅。OK， 咁我哋咧好簡單嘅啫，就係第一樣嘢，我哋要整走啲根號先，將啲根號咧轉去做分數次方。Okay, just remember that the square root is power 1 over 2. Okay, so it becomes a cube to the power 1 over 2. And then the cube root of a becomes a to the power 1 over 3. And then we still have power 5 here. Okay, and when you have powers of powers, then you just multiply the powers together first. Okay, so for the top part, we have 3 times 1 over 2. It becomes power 3 over 2. And then for the bottom part, we have 1 over 3 times 5. That is power 5 over 3. Okay, and then you have up and down. Okay, both of them are of base A. Therefore, you can apply the laws of index to do the subtraction on the indexes. Okay, that becomes a to the power 3 over 2 minus 5 over 3. And for the index part, it is a pure number. And you may just use the calculator to help you to find the answer. So I think it should be equal to a to the power negative 1 over 6. Correct? Yes. But don't stop here because the question requests that you to express the answer with positive indexes. When you have negative index at the final outcome, you need to do one more step to change it upside down. Okay, 1 over a to the power 1 over 6. Okay, so that is the final answer, like this. Stand up. Yes, that is like this. Okay, so now I would like you to do the instant drill number 4. Instant drill number 4. Okay, and this is the classwork of yesterday. I have already uploaded one more classwork of today. OK， 咁啊，請你咧繼續做翻去翻琴日嘅 classwork 啊 ，Math App 裏邊嘅 classwork。我 upload 咗一份新嘅今日嘅 classwork 嘅。OK， 咁其實咧，我見到有少部分嘅同學咧已經差唔多做晒今日嘅 classwork 㗎啦，非常之快啊。OK， 咁啊非常之好嘅咁樣樣，最緊要係快過我，但係做得啱嘅咁啊最好啦。OK， 但係即係快唔到過我嘅話咧。咁都跟住我進度去做。Okay, so let's do instant drill number 4 now. I'll just give you 2 minutes to do this. 咁不如我順便話埋俾你聽先啦。咁我今日咧會俾功課嘅，功課咧就係 exercise 7A question 30。10 questions. Okay, so this is homework. And please submit on next Tuesday to app. OK， 咁我開咗嗰份功課俾你哋先啊。係啦，咁你可以喺 Mad App 裏邊咧揾到份功課㗎啦，而家應該。咁你如果你已經做完呢啲 classwork 嘅話咧，咁你可以開始做埋個 homework 嘅。OK。
老師，
係
homework 嗰個係咪 upload 㗎嘛？
啱啱開咗，你再 refresh 一次啊。
啱啱開咗，好 ，thank you。
Okay, let's check the answers. Instant drill number 4. So simplify each of the following expressions and express the answers with positive indexes. So same question. And part A. So we have square root of A cubed divided by square root A. Okay, square root should be changed to power 1/2. Okay, and divided by again square root, so it is power 1/2. Okay, and then we may so we have to handle the power of power first. Okay, just multiply the powers together. 3 times 1/2 is 3/2. And then divided by A to the power 1/2. Okay, then when it is division, then we just do the subtraction on the indexes. So it becomes 3/2 minus 1/2. So that is A to the power 1. So the final answer is just A. Okay, and then part B, slightly more complicated. Again, when you see the third forms, the root symbols, you need to change it to fraction index first, because it is more convenient for us to do calculations. Okay, so A, the fourth root of A, but there is still a power 3, okay, enclosing it. So it becomes A to the power 1/4 and then to the power 3. And this time, the bottom part is A to the power 4 and then to the power 1/3. Okay, and then we do the multiplication on the indexes first. So A to the power 1/4 times 3 is 3/4. And for the bottom part, A to the power 4 times 1/3, that is 4/3. And then when it is division, we do the subtraction on the indexes. A to the power up minus down, that is 3/4 minus 4/3. Okay, and then you just use the calculator to find that it is A to the power negative 7/12. Am I correct? Yes. Okay, but that is a negative index, which is not allowed in the answer. So you need to change it to be upside down, 1/A to the power positive 7/12. Okay, and that is the final answer. Are you correct? And that. Okay, next. Example 5. Example 5嗱 ，example 5有咩唔同咧？就係會有兩個 variables， 兩個未知數喺度嘅，兩個 unknowns 啦，係嘛 ？OK， 一個 x 一個 y， 咁但係咧，我哋只不過係分開嚟計嘅啫，係嘛 ？x 同埋 y 係 unlike terms 嚟嘅，所以咧基本上我哋係冇得將佢撈埋一齊計㗎啦。 OK， 但係第一樣嘢我哋見到有個開方符號，我哋都係所有呢啲咁嘅數咧，第一步都係將嗰啲根號轉翻做分數次方先。OK，so x over y, so every other thing is just copied. Okay, and then multiplied by this 4xy cubed to the power. So this is just a square root. Okay, so it becomes 1 over 2. And then 好啦，跟住咧，如果個括號嘅次方嗰個括號裏邊係有分子分母，或者係有幾個數乘埋一齊嘅話咧，我哋就將個次方分俾個括號裏邊嘅每一 part 先。OK， 即係呢個 x 咧 can share the 3 over 2 and y can also share the 3 over 2. Okay, and then times again the 4xy cubed. The 4 can share the power of 1 over 2. The x can also share this 1 over 2. And then the y cubed can also share the power 1 over 2. Like this. OK， 好啦，跟住咧我哋見到次方再次方嘅兩層嘅次方嘅話咧，我哋就做咗呢一個先。OK， so x to the power 3 over 2, no change. Y to the power 3 over 2, no change. Times 4 to the power 1 over 2, no change. X power 1 over 2, no change. And then y to the power 3 to the power 1 over 2. I am going to do this part first. We should multiply the indexes together, so it becomes power 3 over 2. OK， 好啦，跟住我就會分開數字還數字 ，x 還 x，y 還 y 咁樣計啦。OK，because all of them are just multiplying together or dividing. OK，so you can rearrange the order freely. OK，so normally we will write the number in the front. And then we have x columns. Both x terms are in the upper part, numerator. So we have x power 3 over 2 times x power 1 over 2. Okay? And then we have the y column. But there is a fraction, a denominator of y. So we need a fraction. Okay? And the upper part will have y to the power 3 over 2. But the lower part will have y to the power 3 over 2 again. Okay? And then 4 to the power 1 over 2 is a pure number. You may use the calculator. But if you know, 4 is 2 square, and then 1 over 2 is just cancel. It's just 2. Okay? And then for the x part, we have x index times x index. So we just add the indexes together. 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2 is 4 over 2. That is 2. Okay? And then times y 3 over 2 divided by y 3 over 2. Okay? So they are exactly the same. One up, one down. So they are completely cancelled by each other. So what is remaining is just 1. Okay? So finally, you just simplify the answer. 2 times 1 is 2. And then x squared. That is the final answer. Example 5. Is that okay? Okay, your turn. So I would like you to do the instant drill 5. 3 minutes.好，試一試做下啦。Instant drill number 5， 3分鐘。我仲未見到梁歡妮、梁樂妮、李海瑤、曾嘉琳、曾妙儀、嚴凱欣、馬子珊、葉詠琳，仲未見到你交任何嘢啊！如果你有任何 upload 上面嘅問題，請你同我講啦。 Okay, let's check the answers. Part A. So we have a square root here, and then we just change the square root to be power 1/2 first. Okay, and then we have power of power for the first term, so we just multiply the powers together, and then for the second bracket, we have two parts inside the bracket. So the A power -3 can share the power 1/2, and then the B can also share the power 1/2. Okay, and then this one is just copy, and then we will calculate the A -3 to the power 1/2 first. It becomes A to the power -3/2 times B to the power 1/2. Okay, and then for the two A parts, two A terms, we may multiply them together. Okay, we may add the indexes together, 3/2 plus -3/2. Okay, and then we still have B to the power 1/2. Finally, we can get A to the power 0. Okay, but what is power 0? It's just 1. Okay, times B to the power 1/2, or just B to the power 1/2 as the answer. Are you correct? 所有 step 都可以 skip 啊，講多次，所有 step 都可以 skip 嘅，只要記得啱就得噶啦。OK， 但我喺度講解嘅時候咧，咁我會盡量詳細嘅。Okay, part B, we have a cube root, so we need to handle the cube root first. Times, this one is 27b cubed over a4 to the power 1/3. Okay, and then we distribute the power 1/3 to every part inside the bracket, and then the first term is just copy times. So 27 can get the power 1/3, and then b cubed. That's right. B cubed can get power 1/3, and then A4 can also get the power 1/3. Okay, and then when we see power of power, then we just multiply the powers together first. Times 27 power 1/3. Well, actually, this is a pure number, and you may calculate this first. Okay, use the calculator, or just know that 27 is 3 cubed. And the cube will be cancelled with the power 1/3. So it's just 3. Okay, and then we have B 3 times 1/3, that is power 1. Okay, and then A power 4 times 1/3, that is 4/3, like this. Okay, and then we will split into the number column, A column and the B column. Do it separately. Okay. We have 3, and then we have A on the top and A on the bottom, and then we have B times B1, but B1 is just B. Okay, so for the number, it is just 3, and for the A, they are exactly the same, one up, one down, so they are completely cancelled by each other. So it is just 1. And then times B is B squared. Okay, finally, it is just 3B squared. Is that okay? So that is the answer. Okay, next one. Example 6. 好啦，嗱，跟住咧又去翻呢啲咧，又去翻呢啲數字做 base 嘅題目啦。即係 base number 係數字嚟嘅，唔係 unknowns 嚟嘅。OK， 咁呢啲咧我就會話覺得係難啲嗰隻嚟嘅，得唔得？咁但係呢啲咧通常就會喺 MC 嗰度出嘅。OK， 會喺 MC 嗰度出嘅。 咁亦都唔好 skip 咗呢啲題目喎。咁我哋要點做咧？呢啲係咯喎。Number example 6, 3 to the power n minus 1 times 9 to the power 2 minus n divided by 2 to the power n plus 1 times 4 to the power 1 minus n。OK， 咁有一個好處就係佢哋全部都係乘除嚟嘅，即係啲 terms 與 terms 之間係全部都係乘同埋除，冇加冇減嘅話咧，其實已經冇咁難㗎啦。OK， 如果佢再冧埋啲加減一齊嘅話咧，好似陣間下一個 exercise 嘅話咧，咁就會係再複雜少少嘅。OK， 而家我哋眼望到嘅邊一個位會令到我哋唔舒服，要令到佢做啲嘢咧，就係啲 base number 係唔同嘅。OK， so we have different base numbers. This one is base 3 and then base 9. But you know that base 3 and base 9 should have a closer relationship, right? And then base 2 and base 4 should have a closer relationship. Okay, because we can change the 9 to be 3 square and change the 4 to be 2 square. So I just keep the base 3 terms and change the 9 to be 3 square and then power 2 minus n. Again, I keep the base 2 numbers, but change the 4 to be 2 square and then to the power 1 minus n. When you have changed the base, then you will have a power of power. So you just handle the multiplication of powers first. It becomes 3 to the power 2 times 2 minus n. Okay, multiplying them together, and then 2 to the power n plus 1 times 2 to the power 2 times 1 minus n. Okay. Yes. And then you may multiply the bracket first. So 3n minus 1 times 3 to the power 4 minus 2n, right? And then 2 to the power n plus 1 times 2 to the power 2 minus 2n, like this. And then for the upper part, both terms are of base 3. So when they are multiplied together, you can add their indexes together. So 3 to the power n minus 1 plus 4 minus 2n. And then for the lower part, we have 2 to the power n plus 1 plus 2 minus 2n. Okay, and then you simplify the index first. We have 3 to the power 3 minus n. Okay, and 2 to the power 3 minus n again. Is that okay? So this one can be the answer already. 睇下佢書嗰度咧，佢就抽埋個次方出嚟嘅。咁但係呢一個咧可以抽，可以唔抽得嘅。即係咧上下都係同一個次方嘅話咧，我哋就可以將佢寫成咁樣樣。OK， 咁但係咧呢個可以抽，可以唔抽都得嘅，得唔得？即係最尾呢個 step 咧可以寫或者可以唔寫咧都得。This one can be omitted. Okay. Okay, now I would like you to do the instant rule number 6. Instant rule number 6. You have 3 minutes now. Okay, let's check the answer. Part A. 2 to the power x plus 1 times 2 to the power x divided by 4 to the power x. Okay, again, we have different base, so we need to change the larger base to be the smaller base. Luckily, okay, so this 2 to the power x plus 1 times 2 to the power x has the same base. Just change this 4 to be 2 squared and then power x, okay? And then for the upper part, we just add the indexes together, 2 to the power x plus 1 plus x, okay? And for the lower part, we have to multiply the index together, 2x. So we have 2 to the power 2x plus 1 divided by 2 to the power 2x. And then up minus down becomes 2 to the power 2x plus 1 minus 2x becomes 2 to the power 1. That is equal to 2. And that is the answer. Easy enough. And then part B, we have 27 to the power x plus 1 divided by 3 to the power 1 minus 2x times 9 to the power x plus 1. Okay, we have different bases, base 3, base 9, base 27, but we know that all of them can be changed to base 3, right? So the 27 is 3 power 3, and then power x plus 1, and then 3 power 1 minus 2x times 9 can be changed to 3 squared, and then power x plus 1. Okay, and then it becomes 3 to the power 3 times x plus 1, that is 3x plus 3. And then the lower part is 3 to the power 1 minus 2x times 3 to the power 2 times x plus 1, that is 2x plus 2. We just multiply the lower part first. Okay, this one is no change. And then 3 to the power 1 minus 2x plus 2x plus 2. Okay, so that is like this, 3 to the power 3. Okay, and then we do the subtraction on the indexes. 3x plus 3 minus 3. So finally, it should be 3 to the power 3x. That is the final answer. Is that okay? 睇啱啱先？應該啱啦，係啦。好，跟住嗱，跟住咧，我想 skip 咗個 Instant Drill Corner 7.2，OK？但係我哋而家咧就去下一個 classwork， 下一個 classwork 就係 exercise 7A。Exercise 7A. So I would like you to do some level 2 problems. Okay, so let's go to the level 2 problems of exercise 7A. 28至到57當中3嘅倍數嗰啲就係功課，剩翻嗰啲就係 classworks. Okay. So I would like you to do all of the questions, all of the level 2 questions. Please do 28, 29, 31, 32, 34, 35, and so on. The first column and the second column for the classworks. Okay, and then the third column will be your homework. So there are 20 problems here. So I would like to give you 15 minutes for this classwork. Okay, I will start talking about the solution after 15 minutes. So let's do the classwork now. 嗱，呢度咧呢啲咁嘅題目咧唔使解題係嘛，唔使諗用咩方法去做嘅。咁嘅時候咧，我就希望大家係鍛鍊你哋嘅速度啦。Okay. So classwork, exercise 7A, level 2 problems from 28, 29, 知道幾多？Okay. 15 minutes.
Sir，
係
我想講我唔明喎，即係點樣寫 one？哦，即係 one over，哦，即係應該係1除以1/3。
係啦，因為佢哋嘅
咁
關係
樣寫法啊？
偶數嘅關係咁樣係嘛
好啊，thank you。
？OK，
仲有我想 check 21B 個 step 咯，我介唔介意睇一睇 WhatsApp？我 send 俾你啊，呢家。
好啊好啊。
Thank you。
影埋個題目嚟得唔得啊
哦，好啊，sorry 唔記得咗。
？OK，thank you，thank you。 Okay, you may start check your answers. Okay, so I'm just doing here.如果你有邊一題想我講咗先嘅話咧，咁就可以即係喺個 chat room 嗰度咧打出嚟先啊。如果唔係嘅話咧，我就會順住講嘅。And 37 is a little bit trouble. OK 嗱，都有句你哋有啲 step 咧，即係快到就快啦。咁你唔好見到即係咁長，其實有啲 step 你可以 skip 嘅，但係咧有一啲位咧，我想大家留意一下嘅。邊啲位會係容易錯嘅地方咧？即係根據以往經驗啊，你哋唔一定錯嘅，但係以往啲同學咧，通常就會喺呢一個位咧。OK， 呢個位咧就會開始錯嘅。咁咧，你記得即係有陣時我哋需要咧將啲數字同埋啲未知數咧分翻開嘅，因為咧呢個有個3喺度啦，上邊你睇唔到佢係1/3，即係佢冇寫明係1/3噶嘛。但係個3係喺個分母嗰度嘅時候咧， 你就要記得咧，呢個其實係一個1/3嚟嘅，得唔得？啲同學咧通常錯嘅地方就係將佢變成就咁3咁樣。OK， 咁其他咧基本上都係即係你死做爛做咧就已經做到㗎啦，咁樣。OK。All right. Do you have any more problems for today's classwork or today's material? So please remember to do the homework. Okay. The homework is exercise 7A. Exercise 7A. Level 2 questions and all the multiple of 3. Okay. From 30, 33, 36, 39 up to 57. And please submit to the Math app. And the due date is the 2nd of March. That is next Tuesday. Okay. So if there is no more problems, then that is the end of this lesson, and you may leave now. Goodbye.
老Sir，我想問一問7 boy 嘅第20 boy。
7 boy 嘅第幾位聽唔到 ？sorry。
10 boy。
10 boy。
20 boy。
20 boy，sorry。
係咯，其實之前都遇過啲題目咧，佢有時可能好 tricky， 就話at the beginning of 唔知咩 year， 跟住就 at the end of 咩 year， 跟住我就唔知道其實究竟係直接嗰個年份相減之後再加1啊，定係點樣處理啦？但係今次咧我就唔知點，咁喺20 boy 度咧，我就係 n 等於5嘅，但係就計唔到答案。
我望一望先嚇。嗱，呢度咧我教你諗一樣嘢啊。你而家淨係睇第一句啫，第一句。William bought a camera which cost $8,000 in 2007。呢一句呢個8000蚊咧，你覺得佢講嘅係2007年嘅年頭啊，2007年嘅年尾啊，定係2007年呢一年成年啊？
呢一年就係呢一年。
冇錯，就係呢一年嚟㗎。OK， 即係佢呢一個咧係冇分話年頭同埋年尾咁樣嘅。喺2007年嘅時候，嗰架相機就係8000蚊。喺2008年嘅話咧，即係1年之後 ，OK 就會係點？就係睇先啊。After 1 year 就係 n 係濕咗1啦，係嘛？咁所以咧。Find the depreciation of the camera until 2012。2012嘅話咧，咁應該係咪5年？即係經過咗5年啊？2008嘅話咧就係1年啦，即係 1 year， 即係 after 1 year 啦。09就 after 2 year 啦，係嘛？如此類推啦，跟住10、11、12咁樣，咁應該係 after 5 years 嘅。咁但係小心啲喎，睇先啦 ，the depreciation。即係你濕個 n 等於5落去，係計唔到嘅係嘛？真係？
老 Sir 係濕個5落去真係。
係咪濕個5落去應該？
但係點解跟住我就計唔到咯？即係0.85開翻5次乘8000，係咯，個答案係。呢個4450，
咪啱咯，係嘛？4450咯，個答案 model answer 係咪4450？
係啊，我唔記得減翻落去。
哦，有8000減嘅話。
係啊，唔該老 Sir。
OK 得 ，OK 好，
拜拜。
拜拜。